We got any English in? Woo! Just one person there. I think we're anti-English, Scotland is. People confuse us for why don't you support us in major football tournaments? It's every 2 years, let me get this straight, you actively support the other teams because they're playing England, don't you? That's pretty much it, mate. That's nothing anti-English though. That's just the England football team. Guys like fucking John Terry. He's quit, but I look at John Terry in the papers. He looks like the kind of guy, if he never made it as a footballer, you would see him outside a pub in Tenerife or somewhere going, "You guys want a free shot tonight? What's the plan tonight, lads? Coming down to Bull's Head for a free sambuca? Come on down. You love it, mate. Loads of girls, free shots. Come on down. Just say Jono sent you, big JT. Back in free shot, mate. Scottish football, we're going through an interesting period there. Feel the fucking division in the camp there. I only said Scottish football. People going, just you fucking tread carefully, pal. I remember watching a Danny Dyer documentary about the old firm, and it was good to see somebody like him. Danny Dyer, he's the prick's prick, isn't he? It's good to see him. No, sometimes you just flick through the channels and you see he's on Britain's Most Deadliest Men, him talking to some big wall puncher. Guy's going, I'm the kind of bloke, if you don't mess with me, I'll be all right, but if you mess with me, I'll fuck you up. Danny Dyer's going, can I be your friend? He done a special on football rivalries, and he was outside Ibrox in the morning of an Old Firm game, and he's talking to the camera. This guy made me laugh. He's going, Celtic and the Catholics, and Rangers and the Protestants. I'm outside the stadium on Old Firm Day, one of football's most deadliest rivalries. I'm here, outside the stadium, on match day, and I'm not afraid to say, I am fucking shaking. There's people walking behind him, just waving at the camera, going... It was like 10:30 on a Sunday morning. He's going, I'm a fucking tough bloke. I've seen some stuff, but today, I'm fucking petrified. The guy walks behind him with a bacon roll and a cup of tea. He shouts, come on, Rangers. He's going, it's fucking kicked off now. It's a tough one to explain, Scottish football. But what actually happened up there? Wasn't it a 2-horse race? That's it, mate. We lost a horse. That's pretty... Scottish football's become show jumping. I don't know how they feel, and I know we're fucking getting a wee bit tense in there, but I had to laugh at it. Rangers Football Club, they owed a lot of fucking people money. I read a list of everybody that was owed money, and it just got fucking surreal. They owed like 60 quid was owed to a local newsagent, right? These small sums that made it mental. About 60 quid to a local taxi firm, and then the one that made me chuckle, it said £40 was owed to a local Glasgow face painting company. And I had to read it a few times. Does that say face painting company? How the fuck did they... 40 quid to a face painting company? And the newspaper article never explained why. There was no backup information, just left that there. As if that's a common footballing expense. A face painting company. The club have been in financial meltdown, and there's some guy running about the boardroom kidding on he's a fucking tiger. Some guy just opening doors going, "Arrgh!" What the fuck was going on? I dare you to do the chairman. I fucking will do the chairman. I fucking do. The boardroom going, will you go and wash your face, you fucking idiot? Try to fix his accounts. You're sorry about him, boys. Fucking 40 quid he spent on that. Ah, 40 quid, aye, but it's a fucking cracker. Do you see his whiskers? I've never understood that, the religious divide. I've never understood that. One side shouting, fuck the Pope, the other side shouting, God bless the Pope. I don't think the Pope gives a fuck about the SPL. I think the Pope's a Bundesliga man. I was at a Christian rock festival. Never meant to be there. Christian rock festival. I was just passing through the Christian Celebration Festival. There was a stall set up that said, a free toastie for all of God's children. A free toastie. So I thought, sham on. I said, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. May I have a toastie? And the guy said, are you a Christian? And I thought, well, if I'm not a Christian, am I not getting a toastie? That's very un-Christian. And the guy crumbled under the weight of my argument. And he said, okay, you can have cheese or cheese and ham. And I said, just cheese, mate, because I'm a Jew. That's how you get a free toastie off the Lord, people. I don't really know the big debate between religion and science. You know, atheism's becoming quite cool in 2010. The big debate between religion and science. I would always take religion purely on a basic level. Remember at school, you know, science was quite difficult. Right? You had to read stuff and remember stuff, right? Whereas religious was a skive. Just some guilt-ridden middle-aged women reading passages from the Bible to a class full of hyperactive adolescents that's pissing themselves laughing at something that's been drawn on the blackboard. I'd like to believe in something. You don't just live and then die and then that's it, finished. I'd like to believe there's something bigger than this. No, I mean, it's hard. You think, where's the evidence? If there's a God, why is there so much evil in the world? Why is there famine, corruption, greed, stuff like that? And then you think, maybe you need to make up your own theories, right? I've combined a bit of religion, a bit of atheism, and came to my own conclusions. Maybe God created the world, but then he fucked off. He's God. He's going to have more than one property, isn't he? Maybe we've got the place to ourselves. We've got an empty. This is the world. And like all good empties, it's got a bit out of hand. That's why you've got terrorism, corruption, greed. Maybe God will come back one day and go look at the fucking state of this place. Everybody get out. With world leaders and corrupt bankers, people shuffling at the door going, sorry, we never thought you were coming back, mate. Sorry about the mate. The Pope sitting there, the Pope knows he's getting grounded. I'll speak to you in a minute, Pope. Live and let live, that's the motto. Believe you, I believe, unless you're a dick. That's my motto. Believe you, I believe. The election fever grip. Anybody vote in the election? Anybody get interested with a big election this year? I watched the 3 leadership debates and I thought, wow, I'm definitely going to draw a cock and balls on the ballot paper. It's quite good when Gordon Brown got caught on the microphone. They said he just got unlucky because the microphone just died as they get out of, they just managed to catch him saying what he said and he was talking about. I think he'd get pretty lucky if the microphone had stayed on, we'd have heard what he really thought. Not just some bigoted old woman, whose idea was that? Was that Sue's idea? Absolute disaster, just a bigoted old woman. What she needed was a good fucking ride, that's what she needed. Eastern European immigrants, just a good cock, that's what she needs. You need Eastern European immigrants. I was in a party with Polish people. Now, there was one Polish guy, I was speaking to him, right? The Polish guy never spoke any English. Now, I don't speak much Polish, so it became apparent that a conversation would present some significant linguistical challenges. And I remembered I'd done some French when I was younger. French. Find the common denominator with the Polish guy. So I said, parlez-vous français? And the Polish guy says, oui. And I'm going, cool. See, parlez-vous français is kind of all I've got in the tank. But the Polish guy now thinks I speak French, so... He's going, je peux voir dans la toilette in the boulette? Oui? Next to who told that Polish guy he could take a shite in the kettle? You need a bit of immigration in the world. Now you need a few asylum. I feel sorry for asylum seekers. Now you read about them. They get their applications get expelled. They get accused of lying about being in danger. I think if somebody's prepared to travel thousands of miles in the back of a lorry, starving themselves for weeks, risking their lives at the border controls just to get a council flat in Sight Hill, something's frightening the shite at them. Now the BNP, this year they get forced to allow non-white people to join the BNP. I thought that was pretty cool. I'd encourage people from every ethnic group to join the BNP. Let's ruin their party. I'd love to live in a country where the white supremacists are black. I'm supposed to be racist. Who's this guy? How's he in my team? We would feed a bit of racial animosity in this city, in Glasgow, when we get our terrorist attack. Remember that? Glasgow Airport, we got our own little terrorist attack. Pretty proud of that. Kind of put us on the map. Islamic fundamentalists attacked New York, Madrid, London, and then Glasgow. We were fucking flattered. My dad had a tear in his eye. It's a proud day, son. That's us on the telly. Look, I've been there.